Hey, what is going on, everyone? It's Springfield, and welcome to episode 2 of Let's Learn. So let's jump into it. Today, we got some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare tips for you guys. So starting off first, we're going to start with create a class. So, the first thing you want to do for Call of Duty to be successful is find the gun that you're the best with. So my best gun is the ASM-1, so you see I have that set up here. And then now we're going to talk about attachments and why I use them. So you see, advanced rifling is an attachment that increases range. You can see by the parabolic microphone right there. If you take off advanced rifling, it decreases 2 range, which means the advanced rifling adds 2 range, which is really helpful when you're using a submachine gun. It's really helpful because it helps you shoot farther and kind of helps you keep up with the assault rifles. And the next thing is quick draw. This is essential for pretty much anything because quick draw is going to allow you to get on target faster, which is extremely helpful. I can't tell you, especially in close range gunfights. And then the last attachment we have is the vertical foregrip, so that we're keeping our shot down and on target. Because the quicker you can kill somebody in Call of Duty, the better. If they're missing shots and you're landing them all, guess who's going to win the gunfight? You are, of course. Alright, so perk 1, we've got lightweight, and the reason I use this perk is because it helps you get into the enemy spawn faster and it helps you escape gunfights that you can't win. Next perk is blind eye. I use blind eye so if your team's not that great, you don't get raped by score streaks, because we've all had that happen to us. God knows, we need help. Next perk is peripherals, so I use this to help my minimap become larger so that I can see where the enemies are at and where my teammates are spawning, so that kind of gives me a better idea of where the enemies are even if I don't know where they are. So toughness, we use this perk because when we're getting shot we don't want our gun bouncing all over the place. We want to keep those shots tight and where we're aiming, specifically high chest, so that we can kill them as quick as possible. Speed is everything in Call of Duty, guys. Speed and accuracy, that's everything about this game. Blast suppressor, this isn't really relevant to any game but Advanced Warfare. This is so that we stay off the minimap when we're using our exo abilities. So now we're going to jump into the next part of this video, which is practice. Alright, so I'm sure you guys have all heard the term practice makes perfect. So that's what we're doing here. We're just going to warm up a little bit, fighting some bots so that we can kind of get our accuracy warmed up and our reflexes so that we don't just jump in and get raped. So we're going to play some team deathmatch unlimited time, and we're going to play to 100 points, but I'm only going to show you guys 30 so it doesn't take forever. So we want the minimap on so that we don't have to fight to find where the enemies are at. We just want to kind of warm up our accuracy. We don't want to have to guess where they are. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is set the health to 200% so that we kind of have to shoot them more, and when we jump into regular it seems like they die a lot faster. Then we're going to put the health regeneration to fast, so again it's a little bit harder to kill them. We have to land more shots than we normally would. And then friendly bots we're going to do 0, enemy bots we're going to do 9, just so there's a lot of guys to target practice on. And then we're going to do recruit because we're just trying to warm up, we're not trying to get pissed off. So, and then you see my class here, it's pretty much the same class that I use in regular, except for there's a few minor tweaks because bots you don't have to use certain things like blast suppressor and blind eye. And then we're using extended mags instead of advanced rifling because, like I said, the more bullets to kill them is going to make us burn our clip faster, so we're just going to use the extended mag. Alright, so while we're in here, we're just really going to focus on landing our shots. We're not going to try to do nothing crazy. Just focus on getting those hits down and warming up your reflexes for when you jump into regular. Like you see, I'm doing a pretty good job so far landing most of my shots. I don't know how that guy didn't die, that was ridiculous. But you see my accuracy is getting down a little bit. I'm starting to nail a lot of my shots. So yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to practice. Just focus on accuracy and reflexes, and yeah, you'll be good when you jump into regular. Alright, so now we're going to jump into some regular gameplay, and we're going to kind of talk about what you need to be doing. Alright, so we're in a regular lobby. Before we start off and spawn, I'm going to show you guys a couple things. So there's our class we're going to be using. I already showed that to you guys. Options. Alright, you see I play tactical flip, so I shoot with L1 and R1 because they're a little bit not as stiff to push down, I guess, as the back buttons. They don't always respond right away. And then we're playing a 3 sensitivity and safe area all the way down. That's another tip for you guys. Keep everything centered in your screen. Don't like spread it out as much as it can go, because that's a bad habit to get into, because then you have to look over the place. Like you can see, my minimap is really centered in the screen. And that's the next thing we're going to talk about is minimap awareness. So you guys really want to be focusing on that minimap when you're playing, because that's going to be the key to the castle pretty much. So just focus on that map. Like you can see, I knew that guy was there from the minimap because he popped up red from jumping or something. I think he might have shot a little bit, and then I knew that guy was coming from the minimap just by where my teammates were placed, but I wasn't able to get the kill, which was pretty stupid. I think I should have beat that guy. So another thing to pay attention to when you're playing Call of Duty, as you can see me doing, is keeping the crosshairs centered in your screen so that your gun's always ready. You don't want to have to bring it up and be all over the place when you're trying to shoot at somebody. And there's that nice little accuracy. That's why you warm up first. So anyways, back to the crosshair thing. So you don't want them pointed at the ground because you don't have to drag them up with the screen when you're trying to shoot somebody that's like 2 feet away from you. And then also you don't want them way up in the air so you're not having to drag them down. So just keep them centered where you're going. Like if you're going up a plate or like a set of stairs or something, center them in the stairs like near the top so you don't have to like drag your gun up like I'm saying. So pretty much where you're going dictates where to keep your crosshairs. Don't always keep them at the bottom of the screen or even at the top of the screen. Kind of keep them centered towards where you're going. Next thing we're going to talk about is pre-aiming. So pre-aiming can actually be a very helpful tool when you're going around a corner. You think there's going to be somebody like right here. You see me pre-aim because I think there's going to be a guy around this corner. And that's like one of the most useful things you can use. I know a lot of guys will give you crap for it online. Like, oh, you pre-aimed me. What a faggot. You're a loser. Oh, a newbie. But no, actually the more advanced skill guys use pre-aiming. Because what's quicker? For you to run up and see somebody, then bring your gun up and shoot them, or for your gun to already be aimed in, all you have to do is shoot them. Choice is yours, but it's pretty obvious what the better answer is. So yeah, so you want to be doing that. Alright, so the last thing I got for you guys, and it's one of the most crucial tips I can give you, is stay on a pattern. Now I'm not saying you have to run the same pattern the whole map, but you want to constantly try to keep going in the same direction you've been going. Like keep your loop. Like you see me running, I kind of run circles around the map, but every now and then I'll change it up, which is fine to do, but you just don't want to be running crazy down the center. What I try to do is stick to the outsides and then work around the outside and pick off guys in the middle, like you kind of see me doing right there. He was more towards the outside, but I guess you could kind of consider that the middle too, and then this guy's in the really mid-range of the map. So just do that, you'll perform a lot better at Call of Duty, I promise you. Guys that run down the middle of the field don't usually have that much success because you're just wide open to everyone. So stick the corners, keep a pattern, and you'll be alright. So if you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. If you have a game you want me to do a Let's Learn on, that's always helpful. It tells me what you guys want to see and what you need help with. So definitely do that, and subscribe to join Springfield Nation. Kind of stuttered right there, my bad. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you. Be sure to come back and check back frequently, because you know, you guys mean a lot to me. Alright, love you guys. See you in the next one. Later.